breaking some heat records already, Craig.
Yeah.
Goodness
three
gracious.
Of them fell today, 3, and tomorrow it's still warm and muggy, but you're going to feel it. It's that muggy condition makes it uncomfortable. Also getting some great pictures from our 10 News weather watchers. You can also send us some pictures at 10news.com, and I'll show you some of them just to illustrate the story that's going on today and what we will see tomorrow. Great shot over Balboa Park, a couple of them here. Here's a nice palm tree, and that one came to us from Zara Diane. This one illustrates a really good point here. This one from Eileen in Oceanside. Lots of high, thin clouds coming up. It's subtropical moisture that's coming our direction. And finally, this is pretty interesting as well. Jim Grant sent this sun halo from Shelter Island. Really, really cool. See the halo right around the outer rim there? That's because way up at about 30,000 feet, it's frozen, so those ice crystals are forming some of that halo. It also means we've had some subtropical moisture coming our direction. We could see maybe an isolated shower in the mountains tomorrow afternoon. Live shot right over La Jolla. Lots of haze out there over there. The coast is where we noticed the big change in our temperatures today. That's where we got the most cooling, and the north end of the county. Live over Poway, those are those high, thin clouds coming to us from the south, and they're coming all the way from the Hawaiian Islands. Now we're looking out over Borrego Springs, and this is where we might see an isolated shower or two, but nothing real serious. Most of it is going to evaporate before it hits the ground tomorrow. Currently 84 in Escondido, 82 in Ramona, 78 in Poway. Lots of 60s right along the coast now. We're still at 73 at Lindbergh. But this is just one of those afternoons where even though you see an 82 in Ramona, it feels more like an 86. It's just so muggy out there. Now, we have dropped, again, along the coast and the north end of the county, a good 15 degrees from where we were yesterday. Places south of there, mostly about 3 to 5 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. We'll drop another 4 to 8 degrees tomorrow, but again, those muggy conditions making it feel very uncomfortable at times. So the wind right now coming in out of the west and southwest, sustained winds at 14 miles for Ramona, 10 for San Diego, about 4 or so at Cardiff, and up to 8 at Oceanside. Here are the clouds I was talking about. The Hawaiian Islands are right down on the bottom side of your screen. Look how far they're traveling, all the way up right into San Diego. We are the bullseye for that. And this little system here, counterclockwise rotation, is picking up that subtropical moisture and sending it our direction in the form of high, thin clouds and the muggy conditions. Now that little system there will still be there tomorrow. It's still going to send us the moisture, but what it's also going to do is pass over us over the weekend, and that's when we cool at 15 degrees or so. Meantime, still warm and muggy tomorrow. Friday, you'll notice big changes. Here's Futurecast with the temperature. We'll start at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I'll stop tomorrow. Notice we still have lots of 80s on the map at 11:50 Thursday morning. Fast forward into Friday, and that's when we start to notice the larger changes, and that's when we drop back into the 60s and 70s right across the inland valleys and the coast. So your overnight lows, yeah, lots of 40s and 50s tonight. Your highs tomorrow, we still have some upper 80s and low 90s on the map. Poway at 89, 90 in El Cajon. Along the coast, we'll stay with those upper 60s and a couple of low 70s. Santee at 89, same for Rancho Bernardo. Alpine at 87. Up into the north end of the county, lots of upper 80s, even some 70s along the coast. For the deserts tomorrow, we're still in the 90s, so if you're going there tomorrow, still hot and muggy. 95 Borrego Springs. For the forecast at the coast, Saturday and Sunday we're back to average finally, but tomorrow still a little muggy at times. Your inland numbers, yeah, close to 90 tomorrow, and then Friday's when we notice a big change. Saturday and Sunday should be perfect around here.
And we know you're a Fast and Furious fan, so
yes.
we want to make sure that we clarify that Universal Studios is not opening that ride until next year.
Oh.
Not tomorrow.
So don't get in line
I was
just
going
yet.
to call in sick tomorrow.
All right,
It would be fun.